Never went to.
This ain't for all you video rappers that go rent. This is real.
So are rappers really just fronting?
I would say it's more broke rappers than rich rappers.
For the most part, rappers are not millionaires. They have this bar, this sort of expectation that's been set extremely high, and it's unrealistic. There are very few Jay-Z's, very few Eminems.
Frequently, the person that you see bling-blinging doesn't have as much money as he would like other people to think.
So whether they're shipping platinum, gold, or wood, many rappers feel obliged to live the player lifestyle, even if it's beyond their means.
A lot of people get caught up in the glitz and glamour, want to show off more than they have. They spend their money before they get it.
I know of rappers who, the second they got their deals, the first thing they did was went and got their rapper starter kit before they even paid their rent. I gotta go get my jewels, my pendant, my bracelet. Some people feel like that's the way they have to look before the fans will accept them.
I got the jury and all that, but that's for ghetto fabulous. That's what the crowd want.
If you don't have it, you're looking at somebody like they whack or something, but that's not the way it should be, but that's the way we kind of seeing it. The more and more it grows where people have the big jewelry on, the cars or whatever, you ain't gonna be riding in your video on a Pinto.
So even when a hot new talent strikes gold,
I got $1 million out of it.
A day in a life can quickly turn that million back into 50 cents. Rockefeller CEO Damon Dash breaks it down.
This is a realistic look at what $1 million is to the first-time rapper. First of all, it's tax half. So that's $500,000 right then and there. Boom. So now all you got is $500,000 left. The first thing you got to do is get a nice car.
My truckity truck.
And there's $100,000. Now you got 4 left. You got to get your jewelry game up. And things are costing a lot lately.
I like necklaces.
So let's say you spend $100 on the low ball side. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to keep up with everyone else. So now you got, what, $300,000 left. You got to get a place to live, and you don't have good credit because you're just coming from the street. So you got to drop more than 20%.
I'm at home, baby.
So now you got about $250 left. Now your homeboys think you got way more than you have, and you got to look out for everybody on your block. So put 50 to that. You got to keep your fresh together.
I love my Gucci fits. They tailor-made.
So you're going to spend 50 on fresh. Your sneakers, you got to pop tags every single day. So put 50 on that.
Get you a pair of these right here.
You have an overhead where you have to maintain all these things every month. So now you might have 20,000 in bills every single day. You know what I'm saying? And there it is. It's gone. There's no more money. It's a wrap. Your million is nothing.
Coming up, you've seen where the money goes. We'll show you where it comes from. And later, we'll reveal the top money makers in the game.
People don't know what I got in my bank account. I actually have zero.
In the rap game, a hit can make you an instant millionaire.
My first $1 million check, I was so excited to get it. I think I was 19.
I just became a millionaire.
But an instant may be as long as that million's gonna last.
For at least 30 minutes, I was a millionaire.
To make dough back, MCs get on their hustle.
Outkast make the money through, we sell cocaine in the Bahamas. I mean, not even gonna lie. I just playing.
So how do ballers pay for the cribs, cars, and Cristal?
Record sales. People like us buying the records. I have to assume that records really how they make most of their money.
I think it comes from the sales.
Fans might think that record sales make artists rich, but the reality isn't quite that simple.
Just sign your life, your name on the contract.
After signing a deal, an MC is given a lump sum to pay for living expenses, production costs, videos, and tours for the project, sort of like a bank loan.
They give out what you call an advance on your money.
Advancement means you got somebody gonna get their money back.
So when an artist uses the advance to hire a hot producer, make a big budget video, or throw a record release party, it's all good and it's on them.
When you go to big dinners, you are the one that is coming out of your budget. Don't ever think that, we love you at the label, so dinner's on me. No, dinner is on you.
Rappers are responsible to pay a piece of the marketing and promotion of the record, which in today's climate can run in the high millions.
Now the cost to market a record is so high because there's so much competition.
If you're a big artist, or even if you're a new artist, if they want you to become visible, they're gonna have to spend the money to compete with the Eminem, the Snoop Dogg, the Jay-Z's.
So when the album hits the store, it may take a long time before an artist sees any money from sales, if at all.
When the records go out, you gotta pay back artist advance before you start
collecting. They call it recouping.
Everything, every single dime, every red cent has to be made back before the artist can even begin seeing money.
Industry rule number 4080. Record company people are shady.
Hip-hop veterans, The Tribe Called Quest, learned the royal truth about record royalties when their classic album, The Low End Theory, was released.
Low End Theory sold about 1.5 million. Our budget that we was allotted for that album was $375,000. 3 videos. Each video probably costs, averaged out maybe about 80,000. So we had to pay half. That's 40,000. 40 times 3 is 120. So that's 120,000 tagged onto the 375,000. There's 3 of us in the band. We have to split it. We have to pay group tax. Then you pay individual tax. Then by the time you pay your lawyer, your accountant, your manager, you're left with probably about maybe 15,000 each. When I had my record out, I was in my mother's living room sleeping on the couch.
Of course, not all rappers are making less than minimum wage. Ja Rule is selling enough to make some serious cash. According to financial journalist Rob LaFranco, the Queens MC made an estimated $4 million last year.
I've calculated basically the royalties that he's going to be getting from Murder Inc. for the sale of his album, which sold about $1.4 million.
You're not selling a lot of records, you're not going to see royalty checks.
In most cases, rappers have to be platinum plus to fully pay back their advance, so many don't rely on album sales to get paid.
For me as a rapper or artist, I don't see any money because you spend most of your time recouping. I'm a writer and I'm a producer, so that's the way I see money.
Missy, Timberland, and many other knob twiddlers in the game get their big checks not from selling records, but making them.
A lot of producers are eating, though. Producers is getting money.
These guys, they won't walk into the studio for anything less than $100,000 bucks. A lot of them are getting $150,000.
The Neptunes, whose work with everybody in the biz helped them make close to $10 million in 2002.
When he's chopping them beats, and the person is looking to the beat like, what is this? Because it sounds like doo-doo. And then next thing you know, they buy it. But you look at them chart, yeah.
Producers who make hits get a nice cut of album sales. So as Bow Wow and Usher sell millions, Jermaine Dupri pockets them.
My heart is in the music and making sure that the artist becomes superstars.
I've calculated that from producing, ownership of the label, his 50% ownership of that, and from songwriting and publishing, that he's earned about $5 million in 2002.
With record labels and superstar producers taking a good chunk of their check, rhyme slingers rely on the road to pay their bills.
Touring is where it's at.
Going on the road is money that a lot of these artists don't even know about.
Go on the stage and perform and get $60,000, $70,000 a night.
How much would you make a night performing?
Maybe 80 grand.
Personally or the group?
No, personally.
Touring could pay off big dividends, but elaborate stage sets and a requisite entourage can get costly.
To do the entire tour, it's a little bit over $2 million.
Look at me, we losing weight out here.
Eat out here, man. You need to eat out here.
The majority of your money is going to be made or lost on touring.
Every week, we sit down with an accountant and we go over everything, how much everybody got paid, how much is getting cut out of my pay, how much the whole tour is going expense-wise, it's because I don't want anything missing.
You might be talking a payroll anywhere from 50 to 100 people who all get paid very well.
With the high overhead, the goal for any MC hitting the road is to have corporate America pay for your tour and make some extra dough.
Going my way.
You know it.
You're in the game, gotta have ball control. You see fame, it's all a roll.
Of late, hip-hoppers have been getting 7-digit deals from endorsements.
There's a nice little pot of gold out there waiting for rappers if they really get with the right people and the right team to proactively pursue these branding opportunities.
In fact, due to the genre's occasional product placement lyrics, some companies are getting free advertising.
That's a good boss.
Nolo, Blind Timbs, Aviator Lens, the only time you were Burberry to swim.
Nike not having a bad year since Nelly put out Air Force Ones. They can't keep them in the store.
Despite the lucrative rewards, some MCs are cautious about what they attach their name to.
This guy's trying to convince me to do a Coors Light commercial.
It's been a conscious decision to not have M doing any endorsements or advertising for any products. We just don't think it fits with this image. Kids don't want to see the guy that they identify with and listen to his album all of a sudden selling them a cola.
He doesn't get paid to push products, but Eminem is definitely getting paid. Up next, you'll find out how much dough Marshall brought home in 2002.
Dre came along, sealed the deal, and now I'm making money.